healing crystals, skincare routines, knitting a sweater, fitting in jeans. With Katie and Sarah, no need to worry, you're on a lady journey.
So should I be doing this?
Yeah, we'll get started. We'll get started.
We'll
Yeah. Well, I mean, we love it. Tell us more.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm actually really intrigued about finding to set roots.
right.
Yeah.
Because
it's
I
a
always
challenge.
think about that where I'm like, I love New York, but there is a time in my mind where I'm like, I've never felt at home here.
Especially it's like
Right.
so different now. Like it's very like there's so many people. I don't know where you guys are from originally, but like where are you from originally?
I grew up in Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, and I'm from Indiana.
Right. So there's so much of that
Yes.
here. And I love you girls, right? But like there's just a lot of people who aren't really from New York that live in New York now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
me being born and raised in New York, like it's just, you could see it's just a little bit of a difference, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just never felt at home here either, even though I am here. Like my heart, I always say my heart is here. My soul is on the West Coast. I am a
Yes.
West Coast spirit.
I get it.
Yeah.
I love the mountains.
I like Laguna Beach.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's
God,
beautiful.
heavenly.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
You
Yeah.
could be depressed and miserable, but you're living in California and you're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
as depressed and miserable.
Yes.
It
it's
is definitely
beautiful.
a bubble.
Right.
And I want to say, even I was driving here today and I was like, I feel like I need to go on record where this whole like LA traffic is worse than New York traffic is not true.
No,
It
no.
is-
Yeah.
New York traffic is all the time.
Yes,
It's
it's
awful.
constant.
Well,
It's
people never drive
constant.
here. Like it's all the city people. They don't drive, so it's like, oh, they don't
it's
know.
all-
You're
they
just
don't
walking.
realize exactly right.
and-
But
yeah.
when you're like, again, from New York,
yeah.
Yeah.
like really, you know what I'm saying? Like Manhattan, Brooklyn, all that, like it's New York, but like the outside of Manhattan is
Yeah,
really
right.
New York. Queens, Long Island, you know, yes, Brooklyn, the Bronx, but Manhattan is not really, that's like
Right.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Right. It's
You know?
Work Island.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Work Island. I
Yeah,
love
exactly.
Work
It's
Island.
Work Island. It's Dream Island. It's
Yes.
wherever, you know, wherever you're going to like learn your craft island. Yes.
Yes.
But like the people who were like born and raised, it's like the outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
So like we see all that traffic. We are in that. But I will say, being away from it for 12 years, it's gotten so much worse.
Wow.
Like 10 times worse.
Wow.
And even on Long Island, it's even more, it's worse too. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is going on? LA, as long as you just don't travel during certain times, you're not going to hit the traffic.
Yeah. Well, LA,
Yes,
I feel
Here
like
it's
it's
all the time.
set
Yeah.
up for as much traffic, and here
Right.
it's not.
It's not. So-
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in standstill traffic at like 1 a.m. in New
Yes.
York on the bridge.
Oh, it's the
and I'm, like
worst.
5 blocks away to where I need to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, it's the
And
worst.
It's like, what is going on? God forbid there's a little bit of water or there's a construction or anything. The
Yeah.
traffic is just.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And there's also a lot of, I don't know if this is just here, but I feel like, you know how the drivers, you're like, if you just let this one car in, you would let everything flow
Everything, that too,
so much
yes.
better. But then there's like ego behind the driving of like,
100%,
fuck you for thinking that
yes.
you could come in at this moment. And you're
Yeah.
like, yes, that guy is a jerk. But if you just let him in, everything will
be
flow.
fine.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the
Yeah.
aggressive driving in
Yeah.
New York,
Yeah.
which is so much different. In California, everyone's a little, yes, you have your road ragers, but
Right.
like for the most part, we're like, it's beautiful out.
Whatever,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You got your windows down. I always used to say, I don't mind being in traffic here because it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at palm trees.
Yeah.
I'm in Aruba. In
Yes.
traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
course.
so how can I be mad? I'm in. I have a pina colada waiting for me at the all inclusive.
Yes, it's
Why
island
am I
time.
mad?
Yeah.
And like going to things like going to drive to a podcast, or you're just like, sure,
yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna look like this when I get out. And it's
Yeah.
gonna look like this tomorrow. I'm not missing anything. Like
Yeah.
in New York, everyone's like, they got the season, right? So like
Yeah.
summer comes, everyone's trying to get it done.
Yeah.
Fill me with life.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me get
Yes.
experiences.
It's so true.
Right.
It's so true.
California, it's December. It's the same as, you know,
Yeah.
June.
July. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
same
Yes.
thing.
Are you a seasons person, or do you feel like?
So I am a seasonal depression person.
Okay.
But
Yes.
I will say that, you know, this was my first like almost full year like experiencing New York again since 12 years. And I like really vibed with the winter. Like I was like,
Yeah.
loving it. I had my dog with me everywhere, but I had him dressed in he actually did better in the winter too.
Yeah.
I like the winter closer as I grow older because it's like I like having a downtime. Just like let's
coziness.
Tone it down.
Yes, coziness. I'm not
Dim
sweating
light.
because my
Yes.
hormones are all over the place.
Yeah.
Right?
Let me bake a banana bread. Yeah,
It's good for my hormonal imbalance.
Yeah,
the
yes.
winter. Yeah, it's like easy on it's like because the nerve damage that I've created throughout my life. Like it's the winter. It's good with it. Once that heat comes, it's like, oh my god,
let's hibernate.
Yeah,
Let's watch
the
a cozy
autoimmune
show.
thing kicking in.
Yes.
Yeah, so I really dug it. And in the parks again, because it's so like packed everywhere I go now in New York, because 12 years, you got TikTok. It was funny when you were saying gatekeeping with her. Like, I'm so over I found this beautiful spot and it's so cool. And now it's not because now I can't find a park because I'm a local and I can't find a parking spot.
Yeah.
It's made me hyper vigilant of any vacation spot that I've seen online where I'm
Can't
like,
go there.
No, you cannot.
It's mobbed.
I went to Zion thinking that it was going to be like this metaphysical. You're just standing in line.
It's a nightmare. Yeah, no,
Right.
maybe like
Like,
5
this is
years
my
ago,
transcendent
it would have been.
Starbucks line right now is what I'm
literally,
doing.
Yeah. And everyone with the pictures and in LA, that's every spot. I used to bring my dog and we would have like our little communities. We would all go to spots. There were spots like right under the Hollywood sign and they were like dreamy. Once 2020 hit and like TikTok got big and everyone just started, it literally, you like had to go and find a parking spot for 15 minutes.
Yes.
All the spots. So like, yeah, sure. I want everyone to experience it, but also if you're like living there and like paying bills there and like these are your spots to get away from the insanity and now you have the insanity. I don't know if I think I support gatekeeping.
Yes. Gatekeeping is back in.
Yes,
it's back in.
yes,
It's back in.
I really do. I support it. Like I'm here for that. Like I bring it back. Like I still haven't gotten over like that the 90s are over. So now now we're on top of it. Like it's like now we're like can't have any peace anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
Can I have a secret?
Worse.
I'm allowed to have a
Can
few
I have
secrets.
a secret?
have
Can
a
I have
secret.
yes.
It's like that's you don't give your power away.
Right. Like, can I have a spot that like I just tell my close family and friends?
Yes.
And like maybe they go and they probably won't go. You tell people to go
Right.
somewhere and they never go.
Oh yeah.
But you go on if you post it online and even if you have like 40,000 followers, now you have like 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like we're in the post TikTok era now because it's become so ubiquitous, the giving away, that I actually saw a girl doing one recently and she was getting shredded because she was there's a really cute little place. It was Ralph's.
Stop.
It was
oh,
Ralph's.
Right, I did see
Yeah,
that. The
yes.
ISIS, Ralph's ISIS. Yes.
They're like, it's 80 locations. It's like one of the most famous
Yes,
chains.
exactly,
She's like, I
yes.
found a new spot. New spot alert.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh my God, McDonald's. Who knew? I've heard of
And there's this place you can get coffee next door called Starbucks.
Right, weird.
But like now it's like the lines are already long at Ralph's. So now you're going to put that out there and people, yes, it is delicious, but like find something delicious in your neighborhood.
And to be honest,
support local.
Support local with your like little
you found a
family.
Van
Like,
Leeuwen, you bitch. That's what you really want.
yes, exactly. Like, yes, it's already a hassle.
Now, Thomas, tell us all about what are you doing now? Because I know that you're into the metaphysical realm.
Yes.
I know that you're doing readings. Just give us a little rundown because there's so many different things. It's astrology, tarot. Like, what's your specialty right now?
Right now I'm doing mediumship, psychic mediumship reading. So what I do is when I'm doing a reading, I have my own intuition, my own psychic abilities that I've had since I was younger. Like I would just get visions or images. And I started practicing that in LA because I wanted to like get out of the comedy. I wanted to get out of the entertainment business.
Okay.
I just was like, and it's funny because it's like the closer I got to the goal, the fame, the show, the TV show, the less I was like, I just was starting getting like anxious and like the pressure of it all and just being too public and everybody having an opinion about every step you take didn't feel like it was something I wanted anymore. But I was like, I can't just go be like work at a bank. It's not who I am.
Right,
Like
right.
I've never been that person, even as a kid. What other like abilities or special talents do I have that can also help society?
Right.
That's why I started comedy because I wanted to make
Right.
people laugh. I wanted to show the truth of things.
It's about the talents. Yeah.
Right,
it's
exactly. Like, what do I have? And I knew, I was like, I always knew I had like intuition and like psychic stuff. I hate saying the word psychic because it sounds so like corny,
Right.
But we
it's
know
true.
though, it's like you
It's,
have
a lot of people
You have an
it.
intuition.
Yeah.
I feel like comics have a lot of
I
good
agree,
comics have good
yes.
intuition.
Yes, exactly.
Because you're reading an audience.
And you feel the energy.
Vibes.
Energy,
Yes, the vibes. Yeah.
Energy is so palatable. I want to bring it to a space where it's more like And I hate even saying scientific because scientists are bullshit half the time too. Like in the sense of like what they believe is real at that moment, and then it changes throughout years.
Right.
So
Because isn't like gravity still a theory?
Right, like it's like we know it's there, but like the idea of it or whatever they explained it as is different. So like even saying scientific is like, well, what is that? Like I know it's real because like in the readings I'm doing, I'm getting information that there's like no way possible I would know these things if I wasn't speaking to someone who passed away.
Right.
Like I did a reading 2 days ago, and the person I was reading, I said to her, the vision I saw was her handing over a baby. And I said to her, did you ever have to, and I was saying to my head, I'm like, my earthly brain got in the way, and I was like, this is probably going to be wrong, and I'm going to sound stupid, but I'm going to do it anyway. I was like, did you ever have to give a baby away? And she starts crying, and she goes, I gave my son up for adoption. And I said, they're telling me you say to yourself that it was the right decision, but you don't truly believe it. And they want me to tell you it was the right decision because your life would have been a mess had you kept him.
Right.
And his life was better off that way.
Oh my God.
And she's like, you're right. Like I do always tell myself I know it was right, but I always question it.
Yeah, you don't get validation, and I think a lot of people need that validation.
Of course, we all do. Like, all of us. I do.
That's why you go to a therapist.
Of
Which is
course.
exactly my psychic.
A psychic is basically a therapist.
Yes.
Yeah. He's just validating me.
Yeah. Well, I have a theory that some people need to go to a psychic because they won't listen to their friends. You know, it's like, well, your boyfriend is trash.
Right. Exactly.
But you need to hear it from a madam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I always tell people right straight up front, if you're going through a mental health crisis, I'm not the service for you.
Right.
I'm not a trained professional for mental health. I believe in therapists, right? So I tell them, you need to seek someone who can help you with these issues. I can give you closure on things. I can give you guidance, but like, I want you to be well.
Right.
I don't want to just give you, because you know what? It can also go the opposite way. Like, what if something is said that triggers you or puts you on the, you know, like I ultimately care about your well-being.
Yeah. You don't want to start a cult.
No, at all. No, I tell them, I go, I'm not God. I'm just receiving. I'm giving it to you. I'm interpreting.
Yeah.
So like, you know, take it or leave it. And I always tell people in readings, I go, I'm not here to put thoughts in your head. I'm here to give you the perception of, you know, the message I'm getting, and you take it however it works for you or however we interpret it. A lot of times it's very straightforward and specific. And the people I have that come over and over, I love watching them grow. And they've even said like the messages they've gotten, sometimes they've changed their whole life for the better.
Wow.
And that fills my soul. Like that's the thing I'm on. When I started comedy, I used to say, I have a message. When I was like a early 20, I used to like do birth charts for my friends. Like we'd be like smoking blunts and I'd be doing the birth charts.
Fun,
yeah, exactly.
Fun.
Yeah, totally fun. Yes.
Tapping
and it was great.
Tapping into the potentiality.
Yeah, exactly. Like we just were having fun. And I always said, I feel like I have a message for the world. I feel like I'm one, and I don't like to sound grandiose, but I used to say, I feel like I'm one of, because there's never one leader of that. If anyone ever says I'm the leader of the new world, stay away from that person. Danger.
He's going to molest you.
Yeah. At the very least. If you're lucky.
I'm giving him money.
Like, so I was always like, I'm one of the, we have many, all of us can be leaders of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like with a message. That's the thing. I think the answer here is there's no like one, nobody is going to change the world, but we all can do little things to change someone's world. And if we all do that, all of us, to the people we encounter, that's how the world changes.
Right.
Little droplets. You can, you know, a lot of people are out here with, I want to change the world, or I want to change society, or I want to help the world. You're not going to do it that way. Help the people you encounter.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Don't be a bitch.
Definitely don't be a bitch, but it's okay if you are a bitch one day. That happens. I'm a bitch. Yeah. Sometimes I'm cranky. I'm annoyed. I'm hot. My hormones
We
are
are
down.
all a bitch. We're all a bitch.
Yeah, and it's okay though.
Yeah.
And that's
very
okay
true.
because you're a human being.
Yes.
In like this fleshy body with bones and a nervous system and feelings and hormones. You're never, if you're trying to be perfect every day, it's never going to happen.
Yeah,
and
it's
if
too
you
rigid.
Don't give it's way rigid. It's not natural.
Tiring.
It's tiring.
Oh my God, it's exhausting.
It's an eating disorder. It's really what it is.
Exactly. It's trauma. It's trauma. Some unresolved, some on the surface.
Yes.
You know? But yeah, you should never try to
Yeah.
be. But that, you know, that's one of the lessons. That's my journey.
I
I'm
love
here to try to
this.
awaken people.
Right.
Because I've been
Yeah.
awakened.
Yes.
And like when you're in comedy, we're so just like
Me.
Yes.
It's about the stage. It's about the laughs. It's about the goal, the show. And trust me, I'm not like this. Like I'm just like this guru living in this light. Nobody's that, because there's so many days where I'm like, I miss the world of comedy. I miss every day, like being with my people and laughing all the time and touring and and that action-packed life. But then I say to myself, that's my ego needing that. It's fun, but I don't know. I just sometimes awakening hurts a lot. And you're kind of like, can I just go back to sleep?
Right.
Can I just like,
Yeah.
can I get back into the whole like, let's just like one up each other, or that
Yes.
when you're hanging out with comics.
I would
it's
feel like I'd
one up.
rather just be
Yeah.
I just want to
than
be
this like
yes.
pursuing of something. It's
Yes,
tiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where like I'd rather just kind of, I'd like to go back to living in the moment instead of being like, I
Yes.
gotta make my content this week.
100%.
right.
And
Yeah.
that's the thing, like the whole living in the moment thing. Like, so I started this wildflower garden in there's a little patch of dirt.
Yeah.
And I just started this flower garden, and like, it's been my greatest joy. And everyone's like, Thomas, because I tuck them in at night. I talk to them.
love it.
I am
I
like,
love
yeah, I'm like, it's a whole thing. And like the neighbors are watching and they're loving it. Yeah. And like one neighbor drove by the other day. I never met him and his wife. And they were like, what do you got going on over there? And I was like, oh, just a couple of zinnias and some marigolds. I'm like, it's my wife. He's like, we see you out here every day. We love it. And I love that. I'm like, but a friend of mine was like, dude, you should be like recording this and posting this. This is so good. And I was like,
Oh my God.
I'm
what
too
I would've
much
said.
in the
Yeah.
moment though. And I'm like, I've done it a few times.
You
but
need
it's
merch.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Monetize your hobby.
Yes, yes.
It's everywhere. It's
Cosmos
crazy.
comedy, you know, like
yeah.
it's like I'm just like, dude, I'm just enjoying it too much. And the times I have done that, it takes me out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm out of it. Now I'm thinking of a song to play over it, and my dog's eating shit over there. Like, I'm not in it.
He's going wild.
Right, exactly. So when you're like truly awakened and truly in it, you can't step out. You can't do both.
Yeah, you can't.
It's so
I don't
hard.
think you can do both.
I want to do both though.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I want to like
You should outsource.
Yeah. You're gonna outsource. You be enlightened. I'll be over here working. Yeah.
I'll be being and you be creating.
but like that's why I'm like pushing myself more to like come and do the podcast spots. And
Yeah.
like in LA when I was doing them, it was like purely just I would go on, talk about what I'm doing, and then like leave. But now I'm like, no, I want to have fun again. I want to like, come back and just like reconnect with my comic people and just BS and chit chat.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and just like let it loose and just talk about the journey.
Yeah, because that brings me to my next question.
Yes.
No, there is a performative element to mediumship, not
Right.
in the sense that you're like putting on a show, but it's like there's
Of
communication.
Yes, and
Yes.
that too.
Yeah.
That like people have they've been saying, "Oh my God, you have to like monetize this, and you have to like start doing big groups, and you could be
Yeah.
like Teresa Caputo and all this stuff." And I'm just like, I don't think you understand what being awakened
Yes,
means.
yeah.
I go, when you're truly awakened, and you don't want to sound pretentious, but when you really are, that stuff doesn't appeal to you.
Yeah.
Like my brain wants it because I know what it used to feel like to have the big crowd and to do
Yeah.
the spots. But my soul, my energy, my spirit is open, is seeing it now. I see, and you see it, and it's so hard not to see it anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even talk about politics anymore. I used to be
Right.
on Facebook like,
Right.
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
literally
Yeah.
feel gross doing it. I don't do it. I won't do it. So like, it's hard to, I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, does being awakened mean I have to be broke?
Right. yeah.
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 Like, and people,
But
yeah.
people find things. You get, I always hear that. It's like, you're like, oh, I'm just doing this. And you fall over backwards into something.
Exactly right.
You know?
And I'm trusting the universe that it's going to bring me to that. And that's why like I started a podcast. I was like, all right, I can do a podcast now because I'm being authentic with it. Like I didn't want to get on a podcast and be all, be the light and you're the, and breathe.
sheath underwear.
Yes, yes, exactly right. And like, and that, because I'm still Thomas Dale. I'm still
Right,
a
you're
comic
you.
inside.
You're still a funny
I'm
person.
Messy, I'm
Yes.
funny. I'm neurotic. I'm sometimes making bad choices.
Yeah.
But I am also able
Yeah.
to guide you, and I am connected to the universe, and I do get messages
Yeah.
from spirit. But I am that also. So I started a podcast called Crusty Crystals.
Oh, I love
Where,
that.
love it.
where it's
Love
like
it.
it is the woo-woo stuff, but it's also like I'm fucking crusty. Like like, I'm not perfect.
How are you learning if you're not crusty?
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
you gotta
That's
get
the whole
down there in the crust.
Yes, honey, exactly. The crust is where it's at.
Yes,
And if you meet someone who's acting like they're not crusty,
It's Hitler.
yeah, it's Hitler in a white woo-woo type of,
Yes.
just because you're wearing white doesn't mean you're in the light, honey.
Please.
And you're scaring me, and I don't have to go to the desert with you because I'm worried.
Leave me alone, Jared Leto.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Once the hair gets past the shoulders, run, honey.
Yeah.
You know? Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yes. 100%.
Love this.
So I'm trying to merge the two.
Yeah.
Because the funny never left. The
Yeah.
kooky never left. He's
Yeah.
there. And when I'm doing readings, I'm professional, and I'm, because here's the thing, my humor used to be very crass,
Right.
and
Okay.
when you're doing, when you're helping people in such a deep way and connecting them in such a deep way, that crassness doesn't really vibe with that. It
Right.
can, and I with my, but also I feel like I grew out of the crassness as well.
Right.
That was part of the whole thing. Like I would look back at some of my comedy and be like, oh my God, there's some I'm very
course,
proud of.
we all do,
But we
you
all
know.
do, right? Exactly,
Yeah.
right.
2010. Ooh,
Right. You're kind of like, ew,
What was
what
I
were
saying?
you talking about? Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have such a, I mean, I can tell your authentic personality is so bright and full of life.
you.
And, so it seems like it would be authentic to bring that to the mediumship. And
Right,
it's like,
that's true,
there's
right. And
the,
as long as I'm being honest and real.
Yeah.
But it's just a fine line because I care so much and I have respect for people's feelings and emotions. And I just want to, I don't know, I feel like I need to hold myself in a different way.
yeah.
But I
It's a
also don't want to
professional-
lose myself.
yeah.
Right. It's more professional. When you're it's just way two different worlds.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're a comedian, the crazier or the more broken you are.
Yeah, you don't have reverence for anything.
Yes.
Yeah. And
and that
it
doesn't
works
matter.
in
And
that,
the more,
but-
the worse
But when
you
you're
are, the
dealing with
better.
people one-on-one that aren't in comedy, you
Especially if you're like
Kind of have to
communing
treat
with
them.
someone who's dead.
With people who
It's
passed
like-
away.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you're
you don't
giving
wanna-
them life advice. Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's just, you don't, you have to, you want to hold yourself in a different light, you know,
Yeah.
which is real, but coming from that world and that person still kind of being in there. Yes, I've grown from it. I'm
Right.
not as crass as I used to be because I've also matured in my 40s now. So it's
Right.
certain things that you're just not, you don't want to say that stuff. But it's an interesting journey because it's such two different worlds.
Yes.
And I would
Yes.
love to bring them together.
Yes. It's so
yeah.
innovative. Something's happening.
Exactly. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
do you do any other tools? You stick to the mediumship, or do you
It's pure I meditate before all my readings. I get into the zone, into connecting to the universe basically and spirit. And when I sign on with them, I just connect to their energy and I just go from there. I don't do tarot cards.
Okay.
Not that I don't believe in them. For me, I don't connect to them. I don't know how they work really. To me, I'm like, how is it really working? I believe in them. With astrology, I believe it and know astrology is so on point because we're part of a universe. So if you believe in Saturn,
right.
right?
and it's there, then
it's moving around.
right, and you believe that you're on Earth,
Yeah.
right? Not just in Astoria,
Yeah.
but you're on Earth, then you're being affected by Saturn. You don't have to believe in astrology to know
Right.
you're being affected by the moon.
Right.
If the moon's affecting the ocean, why are you any different?
Right.
Right. So that I knew when I was in high school. I was like, duh, of course. I'm not, it's woo. It's cartoonish, but that's just the way they can't get in the depths of it. They have to create, this is the bull and the crab and
Right.
for us humans to get it. Right.
Right. I need pictures.
We need pictures. Exactly. Right. I know what a crab is. Right.
the
Exactly.
cartoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the
Right.
cartoon version.
Right, we need the cartoon version. And I started that because I was very interested in why people do what they do
Yeah,
and
it is
how
very
they behave.
fascinating.
Yes,
Yeah.
I always wanted to know. I love humans.
Yes.
And I want to know why we are the way we are. And it probably roots from trauma as a kid.
Of course.
Why did
Control, yeah.
Control, why were you like that to me?
Yeah.
But I've always been fascinated with it. And the more I studied it, then, when I used to work in restaurants, I would see people behave and I would just guess their sign and say, oh, you're such a Scorpio. And then they would just literally behave like a Scorpio the whole time. Eat like a Scorpio
Yeah.
with their partner. Yeah. So I was obsessed with it. So, I started doing little intuitive birth chart readings where it's not a birth chart reading. It's just I get the main placements and then I would use my intuition to guide what we needed to talk about. That I get very excited about.
Yeah.
The podcast, I do this little section where I do Disney astrology where I do
Oh,
the whole
fun.
cast of Aladdin and what their signs are.
Oh my God,
And
I
go,
love that.
Yes, that's
Yes.
been good to mix comedy with
Yes.
woo-woo.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I've been doing that.
That's
fun.
great.
But what was the question that got me on that?
Oh, I know. I was talking
Yes.
about other tools that you
Yes,
use,
okay,
or like
good.
other forms of like channeling.
right, exactly. Yeah.
You're not using tarot cards.
No tarot. There's no like crystal ball. There's no like those things that they hold. Those little.
Oh, the
You see
dowel
that?
rod. The dowel
I'm
rod.
sure they work, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
use
yeah.
them. Yeah, I use me. I'm the vessel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So they just speak through me.
That makes
and-
more sense because it just feels like, yeah, you're the instrument.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I've okayed the use of my body and my brain for them to, and that's the thing is we're just energy. Our souls are energy. Our brain, so I believe that when you're physically born, your body comes out of the womb, your brain is getting active, your consciousness is getting activated by a light that jumps into the body, like an energy that jumps into the body. Energy doesn't die. So when your physical body is over, that energy has to go somewhere.
Yeah, it's
It has to leave.
transferred.
It has to go back into the universe of
Yeah.
which we were come from. So people call that God or whatever, but it's really just like a light in the universe. We're like a little galaxy. Like it blows my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
We're in a
entwined.
galaxy.
boggling. It's
And
boggling. I know, it's huge. It's huge
girl,
out there. It's huge.
So it's like, how can you not know that there's something going on? Like we're
Right.
not just these little we're not coincidentally just born and then we
Right.
just have these 85 years, 100
Right.
years. Then that's it.
Right.
And like these beautiful magnetic experiences, like it's not just that. Like there's a reason for it. Something's
Yeah.
going on there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And doing this work, I've
Yeah.
seen so much of it align, and
I
so
love it.
many I don't believe in coincidences. Like I feel like I was meant to meet you girls today, like because the whole ride, everything besides the traffic, like even getting out of the, I found a spot right in the front.
Yeah.
like everything just like flowed.
Worked.
I kept seeing 55 is my number.
I get that way with like people in relationships where I'm like,
Yeah,
do you realize there's no flow? It's like,
exactly.
I don't
Yes.
know if you guys should be together because it's just
Yeah, you're not in touch with your intuition, really, I guess is what it really
You're
is.
fighting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And
Well,
it shouldn't be that much of a fight for
Yeah.
a lot of
yeah, it shouldn't be that much of a fight, although they might be learning something they're supposed to learn from that. But
maybe a different time.
right. And
Yeah.
your soul will let you know when it's over. Like, I've had, and Scorpio women tend to wind up in this situation a lot.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
they
goodness.
do.
Of
Scorpio
course.
women, even though I want to be reincarnated as a Scorpio woman
Yeah.
because they get through the fire.
Yes.
But sometimes they don't need to be in that fire even, but they wind up,
They're in there.
They're in there for some reason. And
Yes.
it's always the Scorpio woman friend that
Oh my God.
when you're younger, most likely that they're complaining about the same guy for 5 to 10 years. And you're like, honey, you're so beautiful. Like, why are you going through this?
Right.
Why is this still happening? I've said to my Scorpio female friends, like, we can talk about this all day till the day we're dead, but I'm not giving you any more advice.
Right.
Like,
Right.
if that's done. That part's done. We did that in 99.
Right. yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that's done, honey. That's done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my husband's a Scorpio. Can I interject?
Okay, so
Because
Scorpio men.
Yeah.
Does he have a good relationship with his mom?
Yes.
Okay,
He's
perfect.
oh my God, he's Italian, mommy's boy.
Perfect. Scorpio men who who have a bad relationship with their mother or they have a narcissistic mother, those are the weird Scorpio men.
Oh,
Scorpio men
I've
who
met
have
a
a good,
weird Scorpio.
Yes.
It
And he
explains
probably
it.
had a weird. His
And
mom
he
was
did.
narcissistic,
Yeah.
or yes, Scorpio men with a bad relationship with their mom or narcissistic mother. Those are the weird Scorpios. Scorpio men who are like the good ones, the nurturing. All of them are very still they have their little guard up. They have their little to themselves
Yeah.
thing, which is cute and sexy.
It is.
If there's no narcissistic
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah. You don't want to get behind the walls of a narcissist.
No, honey, I don't
What's
have
back
time
there?
for that.
Yeah.
My hormones are imbalanced, I don't have time.
But Thomas, what's your sun sign?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Taurus we're underrated, but we're very because we're low key.
Okay.
We're big personalities, and what you see is what you get with a Taurus. But you always hear about the Leo or the Aries or the Scorpio. The Taurus, you're just kind of like, oh yeah, I love my Tauruses.
Right. Well, I'm an Aries, but I always feel like I relate to the Taurus.
Yeah.
I'm on April 17th, so I'm closer to
Exactly.
the Taurus.
Yes, you're getting some of that Taurus energy that
That's how
comes
I-
towards
yeah.
you. Yes, and I do feel more of that groundedness from you. I always say though, with Aries women especially, I always say, you want something done, give it to an Aries woman. If I had an
Whoa.
office, I
Yeah.
would hire an Aries woman.
Yeah.
But Probably a
Don't
full
you wish you
Aries.
could say this at your job interview?
Yes.
What's
I'm
your
an Aries.
strength? I'm an Aries woman.
Yes.
I will get shit done.
Yes. Yeah.
Get it done, exactly.
You have a talent for admin. You do.
I
You're very
do.
good at it.
No,
You're very
I'm
good at
telling
it.
you,
Yeah.
if I had an office, I'm hiring an Aries woman, and I am gonna probably get in trouble with HIPAA or whatever like group there is because I'm gonna ask.
I'm going to say inappropriate stuff.
Yeah, exactly right. You know, are you a Pisces woman? Well, you might have to answer the phones.
Yeah.
You know, because you're
Yeah.
good with the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a fun experiment is to hire based on astrology
Yes.
sign.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yes.
I want to find out if there's a company that has ever done that.
I do feel like there are companies that do
It's
like
got to be female based, probably. I don't
yeah.
picture a lot of
Female based
male.
or gay based, right?
Gay based,
exactly.
yeah.
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 feminine
based, yeah.
lady journey
Yeah, yeah,
world.
yeah.
But I know that there are companies that have you take a Myers-Briggs and
Right.
they
Yeah,
will
so-
place
yeah.
you by that. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was something like that, but they
Right.
keep it low key.
But and
Right.
then in the
Yeah.
secret answers, it's like Aries,
Yeah. The secret
not
answers.
like
Yeah,
secure
yeah.
attachment or whatever.
Yeah. And I'm sure I do know a lot of very successful business people or people who are just super, they actually have an astrologer that they use consistently to
Right.
help guide them through their businesses. So people do it, but they've never done it with the hiring. I sure as shit would. If I have with managers and agents and stuff.
Right.
Like I've been what sign are you? Without putting anyone on blast, there's been times where I'm like, oh shit.
do you tend to stay away from certain signs? Just in a professional
well,
context?
Scorpios with narcissistic mothers.
Yeah. So you're like, how's your relationship with your
Outside of
mom?
a job,
Yeah.
though.
How's your
What's
relationship? Can we call her? I just need to get a vibe.
I need to know if I need to feel if I'm being gaslit or not.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are you always the victim?
Yes. As you're beating me. Yeah. Are you still the victim? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yes. But here's the thing, with Virgo men. So if I'm looking for abuse or danger, I'm going to go for it, But if I want the stability and that kind of thing, and Aries men, not Aries women, but Aries men, if I had a choice, I don't, if I'm on Tinder, oh, wait, Sagittarius men, they could be the hottest guy. I do not swipe. I'm done. I had a Sagittarius boyfriend in my 20s who called me out on a pimple I had in front of a group of people.
Yeah.
And he was mean in other ways. Yeah. And I just was
Nice.
no. Sag men, because they're they're very blunt.
Yeah.
And they say I'm just being honest, but they're really being mean.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a Taurus. I'm being honest. Sag men are being mean.
Yeah.
So Sag men, and there's no depth.
Right.
If you're going to be mean, at least be deep.
Right.
But do some critical thinking behind it.
Yes.
Right.
Give me a little
Yeah.
roast.
Yeah.
Give me a little roast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And don't do it in front of people.
Charisma with it.
Yes.
Yes,
Not
exactly.
just,
yes.
You have a zit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking
I too
asshole.
dated a SAG, and
Yes.
I felt the same. But I remember after that, looking
And
back,
you're a Cancer.
and
you
I'm a
told
Cancer.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, that's
Yeah.
not good. A good
It's
mix.
terrible match.
Terrible match.
And I do think after I looked back and had seen that sign in terms of dating, Sagittarius men are
Brutal.
not great.
No,
They're
and
not
they're
great.
not deep. They bring nothing to the table except for apparently this fun, they're free spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could find that really
Chaotic good.
Right,
Running
exactly.
around. It's
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's still
yeah.
chaotic.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
exactly.
not for me.
Yeah. Virgo men, they could be, there's a little Dexter type of vibe to them.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
They're a little sociopathic.
I don't even know any Virgo
because
men. I
they're
can't even think of
lurking
any.
in the shadows.
They're
Oh my
quiet.
God. Wait.
Yeah.
Lex, when is your birthday?
Oh, he's
Oh,
a
you're a
Taurus.
Taurus.
Like me.
Oh my
Oh, I love that.
God.
Look at those eyes.
And Lex
Tauruses
is
have,
Oh my God.
they have bull eyes.
But he's very honest, though.
That's
he's
Taurus.
the most. I mean, he will tell us.
yeah, absolutely.
He will,
No,
and he
Tauruses-
does.
But he tells you in a non-Sagittarius man way,
yes,
kind.
non-threatening
And
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not in front of a bunch of people where he knows it's going to be make you feel like shit, right?
Can you imagine Lex confronting us in a group? We're like, that's our producer.
Yeah, they're a little more gentle with
Yeah.
it, you
Yeah.
know? And Tauruses are chill until we're not.
Yeah.
That's how a Taurus is.
Having
Taurus-
triggers.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're very chill until you push us to the point, and then it's clear the room. Really good,
Right.
right? You
Yeah.
understand that feeling. Yes. Tauruses we are so chill, so patient until we're not. And you got to go.
Yeah.
I've had I'm sure you've had to work on that in your life. You've had to know. Yeah. You know when to walk. You have to know when to walk away. Yeah. Unless there's children. Like with kids, I'm the most, I will never. Like
Right.
we were babysitting, my nephews were over and they're 4 and 6 and we were making cookies and I pulled the tray out and my finger like hit the bottom and I like burned myself and I like dropped it and I was like, fuck, ow. And like my first instinct was to look at them and go, oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. Like, because I didn't want him to feel that anger, that feeling.
Right.
Yeah, it's
I do
scary.
that.
It's
Yes.
scary.
So I'm with kids, I am like so gentle and patient.
Yeah.
Like Tauruses really are like the Mother Earth.
Oh,
They really
that's
are.
wonderful.
I
Is
love
that an
Tauruses.
earth sign?
Yeah, it is. It's the,
It's
I think it's,
grounded,
yeah.
yeah.
Capricorns to me are the most earthiest of Earth, but Tauruses it's a feminine sign, Taurus. So we're very like nurturing and sweet, just like Cancer. Cancer men are my absolute favorite.
my
when
gosh.
is a Cancer?
Cancer is June 23rd to like July 22nd.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
just.
Well, I feel like if
such-
you're being born in the summer,
Oh, a summer birthday. Oh my
what's
god.
it? Is it different if you're a Southern Hemisphere Cancer?
well,
Oh,
Because that's a
probably.
winter time. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just it's the planet, so the planet's going to affect you the same way.
Yeah.
But the seasons, listen, I always say, and I've said in my podcast before, as humans, there's 100 different things that make you what you are.
Right.
It's not
Right.
just astrology.
Yeah.
It's your genetics. It's your environment. It's your nutrition, what you're eating. It is, yes, West Coast, East Coast, North, South.
Yeah.
It's all of that. It's seasonal. It's birth placement. Are you the second born? Are you the fourth born?
Yeah,
Are you
there's
the
a
first?
lot of-
It's a lot. But the planets are one of them.
Yeah.
It's your soul. If you reincarnated, not everyone reincarnates. Some people
there
decide.
are some brand new souls out there.
100%. Yes, girl. Yes.
I've never encountered anyone like this
Yeah,
person.
yeah, no, you can tell when they're new.
Hopefully
Yeah.
it's a one-hit wonder.
I one and done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I love this. I love all. No, what's your rising sign? Do you give
My
us
rising
much?
is Aquarius.
Okay.
My moon is Pisces.
Okay.
Moon is extremely important. Your rising and your moon, your big three, your rising, sun, and moon. It's, I mean, all of it. Mercury is a communication planet. Venus is really like relationship. Mars is it's like public, career, your energy levels, that kind of thing. So it's all very important. But
Right.
my moon is Pisces. I'm a Taurus sun, and my rising is Aquarius. The rising Aquarius, that sucker, I've been trying to learn how to lasso it
Yeah.
and figure out. The Taurus I got down pat. The moon in Pisces, that's where my like woo stuff comes from, my intuition,
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah.
magic. The Aquarius is where the magic comes from too, but that sucker is like their minds are like ahead of time. And the problem with Aquarius is that they get everything that they talk about or see 10 years later, people are like, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Right.
At the moment, right? And not now. I don't think that people watching, I think people are catching up to this kind of what I'm talking about now, this kind of thing. But like even in my comedy 10 years ago, I was literally one of the first only openly gay comics
Yeah.
doing straight shows.
Yeah.
Like I was the first openly gay comedian at the Comedy Cellar.
Yeah.
They did not have, the gay comedian they had was closeted. So even Mario Cantone, when he was doing his thing, was not talking about
Yeah.
gay stuff.
It's just pop culture.
It's
Yeah.
pop culture.
stuff.
And you're like, it's singing. I went on late night, the first gay comedian to do gay jokes on late night.
Yeah.
So like that was, but at the time, people didn't know what to do with me. The producers and people that would come to like JFL and stuff would be like, we love him. He's so funny, but what do we do?
Which is so
It's
Yeah, it's so
yes.
interesting. Yeah.
narrow and,
And then,
weird.
yeah, very narrow, weird. But then all of a sudden, all these gay comics blew up and came on the
Right.
stage, and now we know what to do with them. And I
Yeah.
love that for them.
Yeah.
But that's my story.
Yeah.
That was my journey. That was my experience.
Right.
I was hanging out with the Andrew Schultzes and the Chris Stefanos, and
Yeah,
like,
you were maneuvering in the straight world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. And I was shining and rising in that world
Right.
as a openly gay comic, doing the gay shit, talking about sucking dick,
Yeah.
joking with the straight boys in the crowd.
It almost was because the gay comics were only succeeding.
At
It would
gay
be like
night.
the equivalent of the Chitlin circuit.
Yes,
Yeah.
1,000%. They did gay night at
clubs,
Comics. I don't know if you
yeah.
guys remember that club, Comics, on
Yep.
14th Street. Like they did gay night. It was Gays Are Us.
Yeah.
And I used to be asked to do the shows, and I said no. I specifically, not because I didn't want to do my community, but I didn't want to get roped in to
Yeah,
that.
it's a
It's not
pigeonholed.
Fair.
It's not. And it's like,
Yeah.
I also was like, the things I'm talking about, it's like preaching to the choir.
It's universal. Well, like just think of like I was thinking about that with Brokeback Mountain. You're like, I can watch that movie over and over, and
Yes.
it's just about
It's not
Love
a gay
at the
movie.
wrong time.
Yeah, it's
Right.
a drama.
Yes,
It's a drama.
It's a drama, exactly. And that was groundbreaking. And
Yeah.
you have all the, when I saw like In and Out with what's his name, Kevin Kline, or
right.
I was insulted. I was like, this is like, and Chuck and Larry. I was like, oh my God, this is so cringe. Like, I get they were trying, it was for the best interest, but I was like, this is so cringe. But yeah, I just didn't want to like preach I didn't want to do Fire Island because like, I didn't do the gay jokes. But the jokes were about gay, but they weren't gay jokes.
Right.
I remember writing my set and be like, I want to write jokes that the straight people are gonna understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I felt like if I could be the gay they loved, then it could also bridge.
You're right.
And help.
Yeah.
Also, just
Be
like
relatable.
you could just talk about your gay experiences that also are relatable.
That's
to
what
a
it
Yeah,
was.
straight
Yes,
so
I
many
was like,
universal.
yes.
Yeah.
I was like, if straight men are talking about how they are with women, why can't I talk about how I am with kids? But also, I was like, I want to talk about how the self-loathing, and the I wish I was straight.
Right.
I remember getting up there and be like, hey guys, and I had a bit about saying I wish I was, and they were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You wish you don't like being gay? And I'm like, yeah, hello.
Yeah.
This shit's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I would bring that to the table.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the gay people didn't need me. That's
Right.
basically how I felt.
Yeah.
I was like, they don't need me.
Right.
They have they got Margaret Cho.
They
don't need me. So that's what, and it was rewarding for me, and I loved every step of it. But I didn't, like I said, the Aquarius rising, it was ahead of its time.
Yeah. Well, I'm really interested to see something's happening here with the authenticity of your self-expression.
Yes, it's a little harder.
and
It was easier actually talking about sucking dick in front of straight men.
Yeah.
But
It probably helped them.
yeah, 100%. They lived for it. My greatest
loved
fans
it.
were straight men, and it was like, and I also got to like live out this persona on stage that was deep inside of me. I used to, and when I got to LA, I transformed into like the girl in me and the kind of girl I am, and I used to be like, I'm an abused bitch. Like I want my men to like throw shit at me,
Oh
And I was like, I was like, I'm that girl, I like, so I was able to like live out that thing. But it was such a journey, and it was like I did Comics Come Home in Boston, like the Dennis Leary show, and I was the first gay man ever on that show.
Wow.
10,000 Bostonians,
Right.
and Dennis Leary, who saw me at Comics, and he was there to see Colin Kane, and I opened for him.
Yeah.
And he was like, we want that motherfucker. And like, that was scary as shit though. But I got out there, and back then I had my mohawk and a leather jacket. Like, it's like, but like, that was the type of things that I was constantly doing. And it was great, but it wasn't like, now it's like, now that you have to be gay or trans.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a dick under there? That's not, we don't want you.
Yeah, they're always asking.
But,
yeah, you're like, they ask me a lot. Yeah, but I don't know what it is. They're really asking me a lot.
you're like, do I have a dick under here? I don't know.
No,
yeah.
it's such a roller coaster. But I feel like the future. I'm excited to check
Yeah,
in with you in
excited.
10
Thank
years.
you.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like, yes, I've been doing it full time now, 5 years. Finally figured out how to bridge the entertainment and the comedy this
Yeah.
past year.
Yes.
Like where it was authentic. I remember when I was like, oh,
podcast, yeah.
Crusty Crystals. My friend helped me with that name. I was like, that's what it is. I can still be crusty.
Yeah.
And be a
Yes.
crystal.
Well, what's your favorite crystal, if I may ask?
I like the rose quartz because
Oh,
it's
it's
about
beautiful,
love, and
yeah.
it's pink, and it's
Yeah.
soft, and it's supposed to bring me like self-worth, that kind
Yeah.
of thing, and
Yeah.
like self-love. I
Yeah.
love love.
Right.
Love,
Yeah.
love. Well,
Who
we
doesn't love
actually, when we have a new Patreon guest,
We do
We-
a crystal dedication.
we dedicate a crystal to them. And actually, this might be a good time to do the dedication to Jacob.
Right.
The crystal's actually in my bag, so it's over there. But it's
Yeah.
a selenite. Do you have any magic words about selenite?
Well, that's supposed to that's like a heavy energy crystal.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm always wondering, is there a dark crystal out
Is
there?
there- what's the
is there
dark
a crystal that's
Well,
like,
this is what I would
ooh,
say. There isn't like
don't
necessarily a
get
dark
into
crystal.
that one.
Yeah, there's not a dark crystal that I know about. I'm sure maybe there is, and I just don't know.
Right.
But I do know that if you have crystals with you for a while, you are supposed to get rid of them after a while
really?
because they are they are holding energy,
right.
and they're like bad and good, negative and positive energy.
Wow.
Well, good can be bad
Yeah.
and bad can be good.
Right,
I feel
it
like
is
in that
it is
metaphysical
perspective.
world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How you can
gotta
see it.
recirculate.
Perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't want to carry energy with you all forever.
Mm-hmm.
Energy
Right,
is
it's
meant to
heavy.
be released. It's heavy. Yeah,
It's
honey.
baggage.
It's baggage, exactly.
Baggage.
You're like, is this crystal? Is this my dick or is this crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of crystals, and I'm feeling like it's each move. It's like more and more crystals. Especially, I have a bunch for the show now.
Yeah.
I need to do like in the scene of Confessions of a Shopaholic, where she has like the sale of her wardrobe.
It is, if you think about it, if you did have a lot of crystals and you head into the hoarder territory, you are in dark energy. Yeah.
You're in a cave. Created a cave.
Yes, exactly. You're now in a cave. Right, exactly.
It's
Yes.
scary in here.
With fucking heavy energy
Yeah.
and just you don't want to carry it. So
Yeah.
you can cleanse it with the full moon.
Okay.
So when the full moon is out, put your crystals out. It does cleanse it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we had
Katie's got her crystals out.
I got my crystals out. Gail Bennington, she's an Earth Witch.
Yes.
She's
Wiccan.
Ron Bennington's daughter. She does the show with him, and she was telling us she has 2 daughters, and she loves to do the moon cleansing with them. It's kind of like a fun way to learn about the
rituals,
Earth.
Yeah. It's just like Christmas. Christmas is a ritual.
It is, yeah.
Exactly. And it's always good. I love that kind of stuff. Like when the moons are, in different phases, and you could like make a little list and then burn it. And
Any excuse to be outside.
Any excuse to be
my
outside.
God.
Yeah,
Get
exactly. Well, when I would do it in
outside
LA,
and
I used to
the
like burn it in a pan because I was like, I'm not trying to start a fire. Like I was like, and I'd be like, I feel like the
whoopsie.
neighbor's gonna report me. So I was like, it's in a pan, and I'm making sure it's out. I pour water on it afterwards.
You're like, I'm getting a bad fortune. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah.
Well, do you have any recommendations of like a fun thing for like a beginner person to try? Maybe a new moon ritual, something not too complicated. What would you suggest?
I definitely feel like new moon rituals are good for like setting your intention and what you want to, meditation is really key. You can connect to so much if you're connecting to your own energy. Meditation is connecting to your light. So when there's a new moon, the moon's always out, but the new moon, it means like we don't see it. So it's really about like creating a new, what you want. Then when it's a full moon, it's about releasing, letting things go.
Okay.
When it's a full moon, I'm out there with my nieces and nephews and I'm like, look at the moon. It has energy. You can feel its energy. You can see the illuminating light around it. Connect to it. Feel it. Ask it what you want it to take from you. What you want to release it. Just like close your eyes and feel it. Like connect to it. Like feel your feelings. Like everyone's like, I got to find a parking spot.
Right.
Feel your feelings. Like
Yes.
connect to your energy. Like there's so much going on in there. And sometimes people are afraid to feel their feelings because what's going on in there is heavy.
It's a lot of suppression.
Or they don't
Yes.
know that they're feeling something.
Of
Yeah,
course.
they
And
think
don't
they
want
just
to.
love tea.
Right, yeah.
I'm just buying tea.
Yeah, right. And you can just be buying tea, right?
And that's fine.
But if the full moon's out, buy tea tomorrow.
Yes. Put it on the back burner. Put it on the back burner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Buy tea tomorrow. Like there's more important fish to fry, girl.
Yes.
And it's about releasing.
Yes.
So that kind of thing. That's
love
the easy
that.
ones.
Yeah.
Just being there. You don't need all the things.
Yeah.
That's the thing too I'm trying to bring to this. We don't need the whole, I gotta have rocks hanging from my fucking ass.
Right, the
I got
mala
the
beads.
hat,
Yeah.
the bow, I do sound baths are great, but like, you don't need all of it.
Right.
All you need is
'cause
you.
I remember in Houston, where I'm from, there's a place you can go buy all the physical stuff
Love it.
called the Magic Cauldron, and it got bigger. And I was like, how funny. It's like,
Right, like-
lightly capitalist.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah,
right. It
it always
totally
is,
is.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Sale.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Or we did.
Well, they're expanding.
Yeah.
It's like, how much more shit do you need? Like,
It's
how
a
much-
chain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
There were capes. And
I love
Right.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
love
With
it.
the capes and I'm just not into it all.
Yeah.
I feel it's like, it's right here.
Right.
It feels to me like a lot of what you're doing is just inner work in terms of managing your own emotions, which is scientifically recognized.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
it's an important part of it.
Absolutely. I truly am trying to be the best version of myself so that I can show up and be the thing that the people I encounter need.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to work on that, as a human, as a comedian, as somebody who is very honest and authentic with their feelings and what they're thinking.
Right.
I'm like, I really want to get to my best self so that I can like really, because I know I have magic in here and I use it, but I know the better I get, the stronger and the better it's going to get. And I want to open that up in everybody.
Yeah.
I want everyone to do that, because people are always like, how do we fight darkness? How do we fight evil? First of all, darkness is always going to be there, because that's the opposite of
yin
light.
and the yang,
right.
yeah.
So it's always going to be there. So the first thing is not we're not getting rid of it, but the more light there is, the less darkness there is. That's just obvious. So if you can shine your light and you can shine your light, and we can all shine a light, whatever the light is, that's how you make the dark a little less dark. The dark is going to always be there. Darkness is also perception.
Right.
What's bad to someone really isn't bad to someone else, and it doesn't mean they're bad.
Right.
Yes.
We have to remember that too. We have to all stop thinking that we all know, I know what's right for everyone.
Yeah, we are stuck in a really linear perspective.
Oh my
and it's,
God, it's gross.
We have
I'm
to
like
expand.
both angles of it all. Yeah, it's like
Expanding.
fix you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fix you. That's all you can do.
I love this.
And that's all you have control over. And if you can bring that out to the people you pass on the street, the person you get your coffee from, the mailman or woman,
Yeah.
that is how you do it.
Yeah.
Your family, tell them you love them, like hug them.
Yes.
Kids, let kids feel seen.
Yeah.
That's the thing too.
Yeah.
They need to feel seen, not just protected.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you grow people who can help us.
Yeah. So
Oh
the
my
new
God.
generation.
Yeah, absolutely. With every generation, things get better and
Yeah.
worse. It's again yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah. The light and the dark.
But us as adults, what we can do when children are around is let them feel seen. Like, yes, we're here to guide you and protect you, but also like, how are you feeling, kid?
right.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What's going on in there? I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wish you were my uncle.
Yeah, aw, thank you.
Can I be
yeah.
their family?
I am the favorite uncle though. Like I really am.
Oh,
Like
of
even with my
course.
sisters who are the aunts, they're always like, "Oh, Uncle Thomas is here," and the kids just, I don't have my own children, so my sisters have blessed me with letting me have really close relationships with them,
That's sweet.
and
That's
they're like
wonderful.
my kids. Besides my dog, is my ultimate
Yeah.
kid.
Of course.
Yeah, he is my all in all.
How long have you had him?
So I got him when he was 4 months old. I adopted him. He was a rescue from California. So he's 7.5 now. He was
Nice.
being bottle fed when I got him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God.
His name is Truth.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I love it.
he's
I
a
love it.
pit beagle.
Yeah.
Oh
What
my
a mix.
God, what
That's
a
so
mix.
cute.
He is just everything. He's all over my Instagram if you ever want to check it out.
Yeah.
He is so
I will
freaking
be.
cute.
I will be.
He's my everything. Like, and what I love most about him is when we encounter people or we're driving and he's out the window, everyone smiles when they see him. And I love that. I'm like, buddy, you're just like me. Like, we like making people smile.
I honestly, when I look at dogs and their owners, I'm like,
Oh, they
you really
match.
do become
Yes.
each other.
They do. I know.
100,000%.
101 Dalmatians in the beginning.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yes. And every evil queen or villain in Disney, they were always once just a sweet, sensitive person who got hurt along
Right.
the
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Yes.
And
it's
No
so
one
true.
is.
That's why I relate to them the most.
Yeah.
Yes, honey, yes.
Well, it's time for us to wrap up.
Yes.
But tell us about Crusty Crystals
Yes.
and where everyone can go. We do have some rock heads. I just
yeah.
made that
So-
up. I just made that up. But like rock heads. We've never said that before.
Hilarious.
Rockheads.
Yes. Crusty Crystals isn't about crystals. It's
Yes.
just about woo-woo. It's astrology
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
I talk about wisdoms and stuff like that I've learned along the way. I talk about like metaphysical stuff, right? And life things
Yeah.
as a human. So Crusty Crystals is on obviously like YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And then if you ever want to book a reading, you could just
Yes.
go to my Instagram, which is ThomasDale5, and the link is in the bio. I always send people to the link because then they could read the reviews and they could see the booking process. And it's very like you book and you send your first name. I don't want to know anything about you.
Yeah.
Just the first name. It sends you to my text messaging, and it's very cut and dry. I copy paste the info, you book, you pay, we meet. And then that's it. So yeah, Thomas
I
Dale
love
5.
it.
And you can
Nice.
find everything on my Instagram.
Thomas, you're wonderful.
Thank
thank
you.
you
guys
so
are
much
wonderful
for joining
too.
us.
So
So
happy
many
to meet you.
laughs. I love it.
Anytime.
Oh, Lady Journey.
Journey.